Okay, the screen is visible to people.
Yes, sir.
Okay, today we people are going to begin with your module 6. Okay, and we people are going to understand some of the issues with respect to the you know the PR. Okay, some issues with respect to the PR and how best we people can understand them, because ultimately what happens is, when in initial classes we people have discussed on basics of this PR, where some of the concepts like the crisis which can be found in the industry, or maybe a crisis which may be specifically meant for an organization, so that can affect an organization profitability and also sustaining the business into the industry becomes very difficult. So at that time, what happens? We people are going to use these PR programs in keeping the confidence of the stakeholders on the organization, okay, and related issues, right? So ultimately, any problem which is going to be raised, due to the crisis or any issues which happens, okay, and directly or indirectly, which is going to affect the organization. So we have to understand what may be the type of issues that can be probably can be raised into the internal environment of the organization, or maybe in the external environment of the organization. So we have to find what are those issues, and if you have that basic knowledge about the issues commonly which are going to be affecting the organization, right? So we have something like this. Okay, so I formally welcome you people for your PR class, public relation class of module 4, module 6, part 1. Okay, so what are the issues in public relations? Here we have. See, before we go to a different type of issues, we have to know about something what may be are challenges that any thing, like any challenges which will be defining the future of PR, or you people can expect a PR, and what challenges can happen in the future of the PR. So we have, like the mobile mind shift, where if you see today PR is going to have more optimized way because of the people using mobiles. So everybody has a smartphones with them, and everybody is used to it. So you take any targeted audience, okay, almost 90 to 95% of the people will be possessing smartphones, right? Those smartphones which will be helping any PR professionals in reaching them very effective way, right? So all the time, how those Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Now it's audible.
Yeah. Okay. So shall I continue the class? It's clearly
Yes,
audible now?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, fine. Thank you. So where I was actually, um, till what concept you people have heard?
In the beginning, only after the mobile and mind shift that you were explaining. Since then, it was on mute. I don't know.
Okay, okay, fine. So once again, we'll begin with that. So as I told you, people, initially the shift, mobile mind shift of the people, where people want to get more connected with the external world, okay, by using that particular device. And also, I told you, like as a 90 to 95% of your any target audience, if you people are selecting to reach with certain message and we want to continue communicate with them, so almost they will be possessing smartphones with them, and those smartphones will be making them to connect, to the external world. Even organization can also use these PR professional can also use, those that opportunity that people possessing a mobile with them, and use it in a proper way that you people can reach those people with certain content which can fit their screen. Okay, and that content or a message what you people are sending should be so effective that those people can shift their mindset towards the organization also, right? And certain type of ultimate behavior that you people were expecting or reaching with certain anticipation to the crisis which has already happened in the environment or say in the industry, and that may probably will be affecting your organization, to bring people from that crisis management out of that. You people can use this mobile devices, right? You can use any technology which can send a mass messages to the mobiles of your target audience, right? One. Then we have second, like hyper personalized content, where even today it is so easy for any organization due to the advancement in technology, where those people can send a personalized message to the targeted audience. Okay, each audience will be receiving such a message which is very much related to him and pertaining to him, not in the sense of common, right? Yeah, that is why what we say, like customers desire information that is personalized one, okay, which can be very interesting to him. You should find that it is very related to him, right? Sent to the right channel at the right time. So it is something you people have to hit the mind of the targeted audience or the public at the right time, with the using of the right channel. So it is very must, where it's a challenge also to identify the right channel and the right moment when your message has to be delivered to the targeted audience or the public. Then we have third one, like a local industry, we say it as, like PR clients and stakeholders tend to look for support in their immediate neighborhood. Immediately, any issue happens, okay, any problem happens, and uh, you know these targeted audience, or maybe you take any stakeholders, okay, those people will be always looking that immediate support those people have to get to come out of those problems. So organization should build such a network, where they can reach those target audience or stakeholders immediately when it is required for them, that organization has to help them in coming out of those issues, right? Or if it is too much personal to the organization, the issues which has happened and going to affect, so organization should be ready enough with all the equipments, whatever, they should be prepared themselves in a such a way that immediate support has to be given to the those clients or the stakeholders, right? At the same time, understand geographical and cultural specifics of different countries in central to learning the market conditions. So it is very important that if you are working into different areas and more wide geographical area what an organization is covering for its operations. So at that time what happens, you people can have an understanding of the content of that geographical area, where people, their culture, their behaviors, okay, their beliefs, right? So this understanding of those people, or say target audience, or say the stakeholders behavior and their expectation is very much required. So you have to understand the geographical area and related culture which is going to be followed by the people who are residing in those areas. Okay, you take any country or you take any local area, whatever it may be, but the most central part for any PR person is to understand or learn, okay, the markets and the people who are residing in those markets. And we have real-time crisis monitoring. It is always said that nearly 30% of companies crisis spread internationally within an hour. So it says 30% of companies immediately it's going to spread within an hour, and over two-thirds of crisis gain international reach within 24 hours. So within 24 4 hours, your crisis or any problem which has happened with the organization is immediately going to reach the global, okay, areas or the geographical boundaries over two-third of the crisis. Immediately it is going to happen. So that much of fast a network which has been built by a media in the world, right? And even the social media can also make this possible, very much possible, to reach any corner of the world within 24 hours. So the key is that the PR agencies and corporate staff must act quickly when they identify one of the warning sign of a crisis. So it is very risky situation for any a PR professional and as well as the organization as a whole, that any crisis happens, you have only maximum 24 hours as per this data, where you have to act so quickly that before it reaches the your target audience and damage the organizational image, or they can come with a second opinion about your organization. You should prepare them to in a such a way that you people have to prepare your target audience and the public in a such a way that those people may not behave, say, or respond negatively to the crisis what those people have heard about the organization. So it's a very biggest challenge for any PR professionals and the organizations, okay, where they have to take care of their PR, public relation, and the message which has to be reaching those people before they receive the complete information on the crisis, right? So you should safeguard yourself before something is going to be a second opinion, as I said, the negative opinion which can come from the stakeholder side on the organization. Okay, am I audible now? Whether my voice is audible to you people?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have next, like the death of traditional journalism. Yeah, now due to advancement into the technology, like more applications are coming, lot of sites are there. Okay, who will be updating the news? Okay, moment by moment every day. Right. Before it was something like traditional way of journalism, where today some event will happen and tomorrow morning you people will come to know that what has happened yesterday, right? So now it is not like that. As I told you, 30% of the company's crisis spread internationally immediately within an hour. So much of there's an advancement in media and the people related to the media who will receive the information and spread the information among the audience, right? So the role of media organization as a gatekeepers of information and audience has faded. Okay, and brands can take over the role of reporters and tell their own stories and news in an engaging way. Now it says like you organization should stop an information which can be spread to the media. So much stronger media is there when it comes to the network and reaching the people who can disseminate the information to them from the side of organization. So the organization should be very careful. They should act like a gatekeeper of the information. What information has to be flowed out of the organization, which has to be kept very confidential in the organization. So it is very difficult to keep the confidentiality because of the network which media people have built today, right? So you should be very strong enough in building a firewall. Okay, we say firewall where no information which is very personal to the organization should be reaching the target audience which is not pertaining to them, okay, by the media people. So what you people have to do is you should build your brand of the organization in such a way that any role which a reporter is going to play, okay, when he takes the information about the organization to the public, fine. So you should be very strong enough in building your brand in such a way that the brand has to tell the story. They say, like, the brand has to engage your target audience in such a way that any news which can, affect the organization should be stopped because of the brand which is going to be built by organization. So we say, like, a good brand image can be built by an organization for itself, where any crisis can happen, or any reporters or media can show a news which may affect the organizations, but due to the brand which has been built, I think that is going to be a nullifying effect on the organization, right? As well as that doesn't make any difference to the target audience when the brand is very strong in the mind of audience regarding the organization, right? And next we have like a transparency. The risk of a company losing control over negative news is very substantial. Brands can only address and repair the bad customer expectations and crisis causing news with the honesty and transparency. This is also a very challenging one. It says that the future of PR is like every moment. Okay, every moment any changes happens into the organization, and it is going to be known by the public or the stakeholders or target audience. It has to be told. Now you cannot keep or hide a type of newses which organization says that it shouldn't reach the customers, but later in one or the other way, any loopholes can make that circulate that message outside. The message goes outside the organization, the information passes through that loopholes, and if that reaches the target audience, there is a possibility, okay, that organization lose a good image, okay, or the honesty that what an organization has showed till today towards the stakeholders or target audience, that can be lost. So it says that you should always have a transparency, because hiding up of the information and any crisis or issues with respect to the organization for the stakeholders is not so easy nowadays. As I said, media people are there. Lot of what we say, the technology, due to technology, social media, so that is making so much easy that people get connected with each other. So immediately any news can be spread. So it's better to be very honest by the organization towards the stakeholders. Right? So they should tell, okay, whatever news. So next we have something like measurement. Now this is also one challenge, because as I told you, measuring PR is not so easy, because ultimate behavior, what is being expected by the organization among the targeted audience or the public. Okay, so it's not so easy. So, but still, it's a bigger challenge for any organization to see to it that how much a PR campaigns has been given them an output or results which those people have expected after running the programs in the certain geographical areas or for the targeted audience. Fine. So PR campaigns like a required measure to demonstrate the success or failure. Yes, the measurement has to give you an confidence or an idea or results stating that whether they were successful or whether they were failure. Then the clients demand to see result for their money, because the money which is being spent on the products, right? Okay, and the money which is going to be invested by the stakeholders into the organization, so they always look into that how much value those people are receiving, okay, or how much results that organization is giving for the money which is being invested into the company, maybe in the form of investment by a stakeholders, or maybe somebody who is spending money on the company's products, okay, as a customer. So next we have the power of images. Just if you go to your last two three challenges, it was revolving around this concept, like where organization image has to be built, where any crisis happens, the customers will never ever give their negative feelings. Okay, they don't cultivate the negative feelings towards the organization if brand has supported them, okay, and also has given a good story which will be generating a confidence among the general public or a targeted audience. Fine. Okay, so we have like the power of images, like image driven content not only not only increases customer engagement and also retention. So it says that any company which builds its brand equity in the market, okay, builds its brand image in the market, that will be always receiving a positive comments from the customers. Customers will engage lot into the company, right? And also they are going to retain the customers, right? So customers will be not shifting from that company to other company, whether in the form of investment or buying the products, whatever it may be. But they like to be associated with the company for a longer time. It's also drives more sales, as I said, where sales also increases because a very well-known company image which has been developed by the company will boost the confidence among the customers towards the product and services which are being offered by an organization to the public or a targeted customers. Fine. Okay. Then we have brand values. The ninth point, like more companies are projecting their value in PR and making brands like Red Bull and Nike make it focus on their campaigns, right? If you see this brand value, the brand value can be utilized by a PR people. So any value of a brand which is being generated among the market and the effort which has been put by the organization in building a brand among the market and towards the targeted audience customers, that has to be used by a PR people. So that value what a brand has been given, the PR people can use it properly in their programs and make it more even better. It's a vice versa type where PR can also help in building a brand, or sometimes a brand which has been built by an organization where it can be used by even PR in their programs to make it more effective enough. Fine. Okay, where example like Red Bull or maybe Nike, they're focusing more on their campaigns using this brand image or any brand value. Then we have like an integrated communications. Now it's a bigger challenge to see. There are different type of integrated communication like tools. We go with advertising, sales promotion, personal selling, direct marketing. Okay, this publicity, right? Or maybe public relation also comes under that. So how best people are going to utilize these different type of communication tools, like whether the combination of few people can use it, okay, or maybe specifically people can use it. So you should be very strong enough in understanding that what is your objective behind communication, which are the tools that I can use and the channels which I can use in reaching the targeted audience, and what a message has to be drafted for each communication tool that we people are going to use while reaching the customers, and also with the PR program. Then we have next like product relation challenges. One, we have like the credibility. Then we have multiple channels to way PR, right? So first we go with credibility. This talks about, see, whenever you people are drafting a story about your organization and you people want to tell something to your targeted audience, right? So you people develop a story or you people develop a certain content which has to be published into one or the other, medias, okay? Or maybe, a video content that you people are going to do, right? And you people want to broadcast them into some other media. So there will be a responsible people in the media, okay, the authorized people in the media who will be looking into the authenticity of the information that you people are furnishing to them. Okay, that information on behalf of the organization, those media people will be disseminating among the targeted audience. So what they do is they always look for they assess the content or a message that has been given by public relation department or organization or agencies. Okay, they always look into what they they look for accuracy of the information, how the information is so professional enough in reaching the target audience. Because what happens is if it is not accurate, if there is not, it's not so professional in reaching or approach in the communicating to the customers, and if the quality of the message is very poor, that will not only damages the organization image, along with that who has broadcasted it, any media or media people, they will be also getting affected because of this. So even that can damage the image and credibility of the media people also. So always, where the biggest challenge that you have to develop a confidence among the media people, okay, editorial people who is the head of that, who will be assessing your information. So you should be, very strong enough in convincing those people on this credibility. So how much accurate that information you people are finding. For that, what you people can do, you people can give some, own credentials, like any facts you people can give, proofs you people can give, okay, the justification for the message, okay, backed by certain proofs that you people can give them, okay. As we have, like, this can be included your own credentials and background, okay. Depends on getting third parties to endorse your message, the third party which whom we people call, like, celebrities, right? Some well-known personalities in the market where people follow them, admire them. If those people tell it, it will be more, having more impact on the target audience, and people will believe them, right? So one says, endorse your message, and also offering facts and figures to support your PR claim. So as I told you, you have to give the facts and figures, okay, the proofs which can be, helping you people in generating confidence among the editors, right? And we have second, like, multiple channels where social media can look like a PR person's dream, and it's simple to spread the word of, word, of the various social media sites. So this is the biggest challenge, as I told you, where choosing the right media with the, right content and reaching the right customer. So it is all about, interconnected one. So there are multiple channels which are available in the market or in the environmental industry, where your targeted audience are, attached to it. So you have to find which are those, the best channels, the channels which will be making you people to reach the required target audiences or the public, right? It says, like, social media can look like a PR person's dream. You have to identify what are the probable you know channels which will be helping you people in reaching your target audience. So you have to chat it out, you have to collect all the information the channel, and you have to take them in the form of alternatives. Select one best alternative, okay, or maybe few alternatives which will give you multiple advantage in reaching the targeted audience. And we have two-way here. Now when we talk about this 21st century, where one way is almost gone, and people have such a technological platform. The targeted audience are having such a, a technologically oriented platform, advanced platform, where those people, when they receive the information, even the information can, the feedback can be given immediately. Okay, so sometimes chatting happens, the interaction happens over the, media by use of the text, or sometimes even video conferences are done, okay, where face-to-face communication also happens. So now we have two-way PR, just, organization, sending a message to the target audience, and they won't sit quite where target audience have the, infrastructure so well developed that they can reach the, companies with their feedbacks or their opinions. Fine. Any doubts? Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir. No doubt, sir.
Yeah. So we have next, like, types of issues, as well as what I think initially, where these types of issues, there are major four. On the basis of the intensity of the issue, we people, define whether it's a latent or, say, emerging, hot, or, fallout issue, right? So the status of that issue will justify you what exactly, into which type of, status it is. Okay. The first type of issue we say it as latent issue. We say it as latent, which is going to begin. Okay, where we say, like, some researchers will use, okay, what we say, researchers will be conducting the research into the environment, business environment, and those will find it, the probably this may happen, the issue may happen. That indications will be given by the facts and figures what those people are going to uh, you know um, are going to furnish to the organizations on the basis of their analysis. Okay, some statistically backed, what we say, the confidence which will be generated among the readers on the basis of using some statistical tools. Okay, that will give them a confidence. So just be, we say it as being formulated by a far thinking scholars or say social activities, but with sufficient apparent validity that it could become an issue sooner or later. So the lot of research which is being done by the scholars and social activities, okay, that research will give an indication to any organization that certain type of issues may sooner happen in the market. So it gives an idea or say initial alarm to the organization or PR professionals to be get ready with that. Either those people can be far from the issues by preparing themselves in a such a way, or else if the issue cannot be stopped, the issue may hit the organization. At least they will be strong enough in preparing themselves to face the challenges of that particular issue, okay, or a threat. So you say that, but with a sufficient apparent validity, we say. So the validity, why I was telling you, because these researchers will be, or scholars will be giving and data on the basis of, okay, the analysis what they have done, okay, by collecting the facts and figures from the environment. They use some, statistical tools which will generate confidence among the readers that it has been done properly and it's an authentic one. So once the latent issue is over, it will lead to the emerging one, where what we said is starting to be written about in scholars journals or maybe special medias. Perhaps special interest organization adopts the idea or a new group forms around it. Now this is what emerging slowly. The issue will start in the market and it will be slowly identified. It becomes before it becomes a very bigger one. Okay, there will be lot of indication it has already begun, right? That what we said as emerging ones. So slowly it is going to emerge, and lot of people will be doing research. Okay, and the special medias will be talking on that. With later hot issue, okay, we said a full blown issue in a current debate where it becomes more visible when it comes to the hot issues, and people start feeling that how issue is happening in the market or the environment and how it is going to be affecting, okay, the same to the targeted audience or stakeholders. Okay, very fully developed one issue, and it's very what we say, it's very at the current moment that is it is under the debate among the stakeholders or the public or the you say it as a target audience. Then we have fallout. Okay, the fallout were left over from the settlement of hot issues, which can come back into the public agenda because they have already attained visibility. Now, what happens here? Here in the fallout, it has already come into the visibility of the public, and public will know it properly. Okay, and they look into how best it can be settled by use of any PR programs. Right? So these are four major. One is latent, emerging, hot, and fallout, which are left out from the settlement of hot issues, where settlement may happen, or sometimes they take out of those issues, and sometimes they bear the problem what issue has given to the organization. Okay. Okay. So we have next something like what is targeted audience. Students will do one thing. It becomes too much confused, on the day. If I take everything, we'll do one thing. We'll continue this into your next class. Hmm? Any doubts that you people have till here? Any doubts that you people have till here?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. See, something here we have. Actually, I thought of saying you the case study which was given to you people. I think day before yesterday, it seems, right? Fine. So on that, we had few of the these challenges you people can note it down in them in that particular case which has been given to you people, right? Like one was the transparency, okay, where the owner of that mill has immediately spoke to the people, okay, or the stakeholders, fine, or even he has the stakeholders are the customers, and he approached the media regarding his decisions immediately. he told the truth story, what has happened, and what he will be doing to their employees, to retain them and keep them very happy also, right? And see, the credibility was also used. Fine, sorry. Fine. Then we have like power of image, that due to the what we say, the culture of the organization, system of the organization, right? Where they never thrown their employees out, where they did not fire the employees when the three major units were not working, right? So he has given them salary in spite they are not working to organization to retain them. Maybe the power of a good image which can be utilized into the PR activity of that particular mill. Then the brand value can be used. Fine. And measurement was done because where after PR program, whatever those people have done, there was increase in the sales, right? And even government, US government, defense agency was also buying the products from there. Pool Tech, something like, okay, brand name, where they used to buy because to support such a programs what a mill does for development of their employees and the society, right? Okay, so that can be also used. Now it was which type of issue? It was fully an hot issue because suddenly the fire happened, the fire accident happened into the mill. Okay, and within few minutes it was spread out among the general public and the media people. So immediate action was taken by the mill owner. Here is the first one, right? Hyper personalized, maybe or local here, local industry, right? And real time crisis it was. How best he has monitored by calling the conferences, this press conferences, and told immediate his decisions about employees welfare, and also to start the those three units immediately. So they all are interconnected, where people can utilize these concepts in solving day to day problems. Okay, so we'll continue your this module 6 and the part 2, okay, of public relation in your next class. Okay, any doubts that you people have? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Anybody else?